Hello to everyone. In this video, I would like to analyze why women do not support other women. I was talking to a feminist friend about the recent polemics on the Olympic game on boxing and about also the polemics on swimming, where there had been athletes that could not be considered women that were allowed to compete in the women category. My friend, she told me that she shared my view. So I asked her if she would have liked to have an interview, like a discussion in the style of an interview, and she told me that she wouldn't like to talk about this subject because it was a very sensitive subject. Well, what I think about that? I have other example. For example, in politics. In the recent days, the ex-president of Argentina has been accused of abusing of his wife. At the same time, his wife tried to put a denounce at the time of the supposed abuse, because so far there aren't any court that has stated if it was an abuse or not. But in Argentina there was a minister of women that supposedly should support women's rights. But nobody, also because at the time the person involved with the abuse was the president, Alberto Fernandez, nobody wanted to take the case, so she was let alone. The women in the Ministry of INADI of Diversity, nobody wanted to take this case against the president. Few years ago in Italy, there was a Pakistani teenager that her family wanted to have her married in a combined marriage in Pakistan. She didn't want to go there. Finally, the court established that the mother led the family member and they all together killed the girl and disappeared the body. So, why women are against women? But if we go back in history, we could analyze the relationship between Camille Claudette, the sculptor, and her lover, Pierre-Auguste Rodin. In this case, also Rodin was emarginating Camille Claudette. And if we go further back in time, we see how Artemisia Gentileschi, I think the first painter or the first famous female painter in history, was the victim of a rape. At the time of the rape, there was a woman in the house, but the woman didn't help Artemisia. And Artemisia, in order to prove that she was true about the fact that she had been raped, has to pass through tortures. Imagine, the one that was the victim had been tortured. Finally, the rapist, the man who raped Artemisia, he paid with exile. Actually, he went to exile just for a few months, and then he went back to Rome. So, why women in history didn't support women fights, and why sometimes women are, it seems, against women? Well, the idea that I have about that is that nowadays many of the women associations, instead of having the women as their principal goal of their activities, they are simply political association against the conservative group. So they declare to be pro-women, but in fact, with their actions, they are just political activists. That's the idea that I have in this respect. But let me know what you think about that. What is your point of view?